Hello.
Hey, Claire, it's Clark. I heard you. I'm just going to be out of the room for a minute, but I've got it so everybody can join. And Joanne was here, and then I think she stepped away for a second.
I'm here.
Okay.
Hi, good morning.
Morning.
You need me to do something?
No, I was just telling Claire that I saw you here for a minute. I'm just stepping out of the room for a minute, so I'm going to mute and I'll be back. But it's going to let people in automatically. So.
Oh, okay. All right.
All righty. Be back in a bit.
Joanne.
Yes. Hi, Claire.
Hi. Hey, Bill.
How we
Good
doing?
morning, Bill.
Good. Joanne, I got your message about the dinner. The people, Sandy, that takes care. I also got that whole confusion taken care of when I called him, because I had called him. And a guy answered, and I asked for Sandy. He said, I was thinking Sandy was a she, so I didn't know. And he said, this is Sandy. I said, oh, okay. And I told him who I was. He said, oh, good. Okay. So anyway, we talked, and I said, there's no way we're going to get this thing done like right now. And he said, no. He said, I'm not making any, there's no hurry whatsoever. He said, he said, I just didn't want it to go on, because he said, all I got was your name and phone number. So I explained the whole situation and where Michael worked, and why he was. I said, right now he's doing double shifts, and I said, so he's not even getting back down to see his family half the time. So he said, no problem. And I said, they're all, they'll both be, have their shots and everything in another week. They get it the second one this week. And I said, and he said, all of us are taken care of too. So he said, there's no hurry. And I said, I'm telling you one thing, even if you have to wait, it's going to be well worth the wait. Because I said, he's a down to earth, fun guy too. I said, you'll enjoy, he'll communicate with you while he's there, and he'll enjoy the conversation. And I said, you'll have a good time. And he said, well, we're looking forward to it. So anyway, that's taken care of.
Good.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah,
That's great. Yeah, he's a great guy. He'll in.
Do you know any of the people that are going to be doing the?
No, I don't know who he's invited.
So he's married, but
his married. Madeline is his wife.
Yeah. Okay. I was thinking it was two ladies.
Yeah. No.
That had. I don't know why I shouldn't think that way, but anyway, so that's good. So that's taken care of. And I told him I'd give his information to Michael, but I said, you probably won't hear from him for another couple of weeks, because I said, like I said, he's on double shifts right now, and he doesn't have any break until Easter.
Sandy also won the one with Carol.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
And he's invited us on that one. So
that's good.
And it's not until May or something. So hang on, I got a call here. So good morning, Bill.
Good morning. How we doing?
Good. Second Zoom today, or have you had one in between?
I've had one, two. I try to go to the COVID vaccination one for was it Kaiser? And
I didn't.
And I couldn't do it because the first one ran over.
Oh,
so I got it, and I had it on my iPad, and I'm listening. And I had to listen to one. I couldn't listen to both at the same time. then I had a phone call from Jennifer Hansen about the agenda. I have this one. I have 3 more after this.
Oh my gosh, busy guy.
It's going on from 8 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock at night. It just
Well,
probably-
it's a good thing you're not still working. Can you imagine being Alyssa and Holly and having a full-time job and kids at home and being city council?
I feel like I have kids now with people I'm dealing with. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Bob Romness, hello there. Second time I've seen you today.
Hi, I'm eating.
You're eating? Okay.
I'll be
Don't
there
let
in a
me
minute.
interrupt you. Hi, Truman. Hello, Truman. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm good. Are you eating?
I am having a snack.
Okay. Well, I guess that's why you're not showing us your face.
I will not have my face on the camera. I will not be visible.
Oh, you shy person, you.
Well, that's, especially when you have to eat so much.
Hello, Shelley Truesdale.
Hey, Joanne Hilton.
I thought you might join us.
I can't wait to hear what she has to say. We got to find out what we got coming.
That's right. Oh, Jerry.
Hello, hello.
There's Truman. There's that smiling face.
Well, there's Shelley.
I'm here.
Oh, somebody else is eating. Hi, Chris. I saw that. You're a little chomping down on something.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you're not eating?
When are you supposed to eat at your luncheon? Your lunch?
Yeah, it is a lunch meeting, huh?
That's right,
Oh,
yeah.
Jerry, you got a friend there.
Two friends.
Hi there. Oh, Pooch. Oh, and grandson too.
Yep, this is Quinn
Hi, Quinn. We've met before.
and Bentley.
And Bentley. Ah. Sounds like an expensive car.
Yeah.
It is.
And there's Ellen. Hello, Ellen.
Hello, good morning, everybody.
Good
Yeah,
morning.
still good morning.
Still morning by a couple minutes. And Shanti's there. Oh, eating some celery. Something.
It's got
Gum. Gum.
Stop with the food.
Mm,
I'm drinking.
Oh, you're drinking. Oh, well, it's a little early, Chris. Gosh, yeah.
Chocolate tea.
Oh, chocolate tea.
Oh, I love it. Yes.
Ooh.
Never tried it?
Sounds
Don't knock
good.
it.
Never even heard of chocolate tea.
No, where do you get it? That sounds good.
Yeah, it does sound good.
Online, hold on.
Hi, Christine.
Hi.
And there's Daryl. Hello, Daryl.
See this.
Coming on, how's everybody?
Marty and Son.
Marnie and Son.
Chocolate and coconut.
Chocolate and Coke.
Is it bags or is it loose tea?
Back. Yep, I put it right in my Keurig and off I go.
That sounds good.
It is.
Chocolate and coconut, how can you go wrong?
Yeah, I know.
It's not quite an almond joy, but
But it's close.
Close your eyes and pretend.
Yeah.
I know.
That sounds good.
What else is going on?
So did you find any cookbooks, Chris?
No, I did not.
There, I think I
for
must have
cookbooks?
all of them.
I think so. How many did we order? Like 300?
Well, we sold a bunch, but I'm guessing I have about maybe 55 or so, maybe 60.
Yeah.
I said, I just wanted to know, I didn't.
Hey, Chris, that high school is looking delightful. Are we going to get a private tour for Rotary there at some point when it's all up and running?
Yeah,
When they open us up, there's a good possibility, but not until then.
Yeah, it's looking beautiful. The
Even
football
if it's
field
where
looks
hard
ready.
hat.
even if it's
Football field,
outside.
Yeah,
Huh?
until they get a certificate of occupancy and everything signed off by the state architect, nobody goes in there.
Mm,
Well,
I think the school board did.
I think we did too.
Yeah, well. maybe
Don't tell the
special
city attorney.
dispensation,
Yeah, don't tell
waiver.
anybody.
Waivers and hard hats. All right.
Yep, hard hats for sure. And we had to take those hard hats with us and vests
Mhm.
because they couldn't They can't
Oh,
clean
can't
them.
recycle. Good morning, Norm.
Good morning. How's everybody today?
Fine,
Norm.
Andy. There's Linda. Hello, Linda.
I know. I'm still
Hi,
working
Linda.
on his computer. Another.
Hey, Linda, Vern got your message. I mean, he passed it on to me. We're ready.
Yeah, I know. It was funny because he was in his mask and I wasn't sure it was him. I'm thinking that looks a lot like Vern, but I'm not really sure. These mask things can really get you in the shopping
Yeah.
centers.
Yep.
We
Hey,
are fully
Claire.
vaccinated, over a month of vaccination. So I'm ready to get back to meetings, Brian. And
Yeah,
in
I was
person.
just
Who asked?
gonna
Who
ask.
said who- Hey, Claire. Who just
That was
asked?
Brian. Yeah.
Oh, what
Hey,
do you need? What's up?
I thought maybe you would know. What's the status with the women's club and opening up? Any
We're
word?
ready to open. We're ready to open as soon as they say we can. In fact, we're
Okay.
the one thing we have to talk about with Rotary though, and I'll do it before the meeting starts. We, in the contracts now, we have to have, like, if the lawyers come in and meet and have a big meeting, when they leave, they have to pay $100 to have the whole place cleaned, disinfected and stuff. And they have to
Okay.
assign to do that. But so I said, now you're saying Rotary's gonna have to do that 4 times a month? That's 100, that'd be $400. They said, well,
Yeah.
if we try and work it out, if there was somebody coming, we had our meeting and then somebody else came in behind us and then they might pay it. Anyway, we've got to work that stuff out. They said, would Rotary still keep coming? I said, I don't think they'd add another $400 a month. No, I just don't think so. But on the
Yeah,
other
that'd be
hand,
tough.
we'll have to figure it
That's
out.
a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, all right. So we're not meeting there today, I take it.
Oh, no,
No.
well, I'm there, Brian. I'm
Oh, you
there,
are?
I'm ready.
Yeah, we're all there, Brian. We're waiting for
I'm just
you.
sitting there. Where are you?
Yeah.
Every one of them have to just divvy up $100 then for
Yeah.
a week of opening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if everyone pays $3 extra per time, we might be able to cover that, huh?
Maybe we could
That's
do
a bad idea.
couldn't we do our own cleaning?
Oh,
Wonder about that
No.
too.
yeah.
Oh.
It has to be a
Oh, you
special
have to
thing
be
with, I
certified.
mean, it's a COVID, I guess, rule and something. But they have to have special stuff that they use and all this and what they
Yeah.
do. I mean,
Yeah, they have
it's a
to be
total
certified.
clean. It's not just, wiping things down and,
Right.
Could we get them to
Walking
join
the
Rotary?
not possible.
I have to say, my computer is working perfectly now, my new one, my laptop.
Good.
So I'm so excited.
It's
All
only
right.
been about 2 months, huh?
Oh my, well, there's been, I'll tell you what, computers might be worse than COVID times. Not really, I'm just teasing.
Wow. So you and Daryl are in the same house, just different rooms?
Yeah, we do that a lot,
Yeah.
I send him on his way.
So he got the old computer, you got a new one?
No, we both got new laptops.
Oh, okay.
And his is working good. He's working on that. We're getting ready to, we're trying to transfer things over from our desktops and kind of get rid of most of the desktop part, except for
Okay.
maybe the screen. Yeah, our son's, I think he called it a dinosaur.
Oh, yeah, I see Truman here. I haven't seen you for a while. Truman, good to see you. All right.
Hey, Truman.
Okay,
you?
well, what? And Bob Ramos on with us.
Yeah, Bobby.
Yeah, and Shuli.
He is?
Shelley,
Oh,
He was eating a while ago, so I don't know if he's finished. Bob, show us your
okay.
face. That smile. Come on.
What's with you and eating?
yeah, so I know the name, but I don't know the face, and I looked and he's not using video at this point.
Yeah,
Right.
he said he was eating. That was why.
Ah, okay, all right, fair enough. Okay, well, why don't we go ahead and get started? Truman, would you mind leading us in the pledge?
Oh, thank you very much. I'll do that. I think we can all stand. I don't know if I can still do that, but If you would repeat after me, I pledge allegiance
Pledge allegiance
To the flag
United
of
States.
the United States of America and to the republic
Stands
Stands
one under God,
indivisible,
liberty, justice for all.
Liberty, justice for all.
For all.
Great. Thank you, Truman. I appreciate that. And how about,
Whoa.
let's see.
Changed it up.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, man, can we follow this?
I don't.
Yes.
Oh, this is a,
Yes.
we need
can
a
do that.
flow chart for this. All right. Let's see. How about Bill Barton? Will you mind doing the four-way test for us?
No problem.
Thank you.
First one, is it the truth?
Is it
Is it the truth?
truth?
Will it bring,
Is
will it build goodwill and better friendships?
Better friendships.
it
Is it fair to all
Fair to
concerned?
all
Fair to all concerned.
Will it be beneficial?
will
to
it be
all
beneficial to all concerned?
And will it be fun?
Yes.
Right.
Will it be fun?
Have fun. All right. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate that. All right. Alan,
Ooh.
you have a poem today.
Yeah, I certainly do. It's called Reaching Out. As
Ooh,
I
good
walked
one.
by the railroad tracks one morning, I saw an old man in tattered clothes coming toward me. He had a slight limp, swayed in a peculiar manner, and shuffled his feet as he moved. My first thought, avoid him, but it didn't seem right. I approached and extended my hand in a gesture of friendship. He paused for a moment and stared at my outstretched arm. Had it been too many years since he felt the warmth of a touch? He looked at me with pleading eyes, my heart filled with tenderness. He grasped my hand, chills ran through my body. Not a word uttered, but a clear message conveyed. I am a man worthy of recognition, and for your kindness, I am forever in your debt. Thank you.
Oh, very nice.
Nice.
Oh, thank you, Alan. Appreciate that. Let's see, any visiting Rotarians with us today? There we go. And how about guests? Who are our guests today?
I have a
Shelley.
guest. Shelley,
Okay.
Shelley Truesdale is a good friend and he was interested in hearing Chef Serena.
Oh, fantastic.
Good.
Thank you for joining us, Shelley.
You're very welcome. I'm glad to be here.
And
Somebody-
then,
Somebody needs to introduce Bob Romness.
Well, go ahead.
yes.
Bob, can we get your face on there?
There he is.
There he is. Yay. That's Bob Romness. He's a Sierra College trustee. Is that what you call yourself?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. And he's also the former CEO of the chamber, longtime friend, good community person, just a good all-around guy.
I think he's also on Jessup's board or foundation, right?
No.
Oh, no long? Oh,
Western Placer Education Foundation.
okay.
Oh, well, thanks for joining us, Bob. So
And-
now,
And I think he was also the original leader of Tour de Lincoln.
True.
okay.
The volunteer
right.
center.
Want it back?
Was that back before it was part of Rotary?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so interesting. Now I see the video. I recognize the face, but I never put the face with the name before. But I've heard the name so many times, and always in a positive light, by the way, Bob.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
Sure.
All right. Any birthdays out there? No? I think some people are holding out on us. How about anniversaries? No anniversaries or birthdays. Okay.
Hey, Brian,
All
we
right.
can't see you. Your video's gone.
Really? Hang on a second. Maybe that's better.
I don't
Nope.
know.
Nope. Still black. Still dark.
Yeah, for some
There you
reason
are.
it keeps
There you go.
cutting out. Maybe something I'm doing on the screen. Okay. How about anything anyone wants to share about what they've been up to, what's going on for them?
Well, Penny and I just got back from Cabos and Lucas. Actually, we went back on the flight to Sacramento, and Gail and Paul
Oh.
Radcliffe were on the flight coming down. So we passed in the middle of the night, unfortunately. Never got to see them over there. So that would have been fun. We'll see if we can get together next year.
Sounds good. Sounds good. So that's why Paul's not here today.
Correct.
All right.
For some reason, I think he decided that laying around the pool with a margarita might just be a slightly bit more preferable than a Zoom conference. That's
I
just
take
me.
offense. I take offense to that, Richard.
Actually, that sounds pretty amazing.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah, but the weather's
Absolutely.
only 80 degrees down there at this point and sunny. So
Oh,
not
gee.
doing well.
All right. Anyone else? I know I had the privilege of driving by Shanti as she was finishing lunch. I think it was 2 days ago. I was in Lincoln, and I think that was Robert that was walking out with you. So got to see her in person, whether she knows it or not.
I didn't know that. She yelled at us.
Well, I was actually on a call because I was gonna, stop and say hi, but I was on a call, and so I figured you guys were probably busy too. Anyone else?
I think just
Anything
a
to share?
positive note on how many have our vaccines now. How many have got shot? So that's
Yeah.
delightful.
Yeah.
Read them up.
So
Read them up. There's a lot.
I see. So Linda, Rema, Art, Wild Bill,
Claire,
Chris, do
the
you have your shot
Johnson.
yet?
Not yet. I mean,
Truman.
I've got
No.
one.
Richard,
Oh, that counts.
Norm, John. Oh,
Truman?
fantastic. Oh, yeah.
Not
Ted
yet.
Truman.
Jelly.
Joe has his.
Oh, Bill got his. Joanne. Alan.
Stan? No, not Stan.
Making progress.
All right.
Making progress.
Yep.
That's
Oh, great.
awesome. I want to do a quick thank you to Karen Johnson that brought a plant by a few weeks ago, and I haven't killed it yet, but thank you for bringing that by. I meant to send you an email and realized the other day I hadn't done it, so I'll just do it now. Thank you, Karen. Awesome
Yeah,
job.
that was really sweet of you.
Yeah, here's what we
All right.
got.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
look at that. There's
Yes.
I've kept mine alive for 2 weeks. That's
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
too.
like that one too. Mine's alive.
Mine's
Yeah,
blossoming all over the place. Yeah.
I'm gonna replant it, but I may kill it when I do that.
I always
All
joke that
right.
my house is hospice for plants. It's where they go to die.
Yeah. The outside's good. The inside is
Usually mine
questionable.
That's funny.
actually.
Ah. All right. Anyone else have anything they want to share?
Our,
Well, I
our
think,
grand- one of our grandsons turned 15 today. He's the second one, and it just seems like yesterday he was just a baby. I honestly
Sure,
can't
sure.
believe the time that goes by. I wish they'd stop the growth. He's like 6 foot tall now.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I was right.
Well, happy birthday to him.
Yeah.
We actually
Anyone
got,
else?
Heather got her first COVID shot this morning.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Oh, okay.
Awesome.
Okay.
They opened it up for people with developmentally disabled, and the Alta Regional Center gave her a letter saying she qualified. So
Pardon me?
Great.
got it over at the
That's
Sutter
the whole
Mass
thing.
Immunization.
No,
site over
I said
on
there was only
Foothill.
2 more. The whole other thing was only 2
Okay.
more pages. That was it.
Okay.
I think
Um,
that's the whole paper. That's why I was making that comment. Where you going?
Hey,
Richard.
Richard.
Richard, you're not on mute.
Okay, you know, you get back at 1.
I can mute him.
All right. Well, so if anyone's a veteran out there or knows of a veteran, Mather is getting a huge shipment of vaccine. They've either got it or it's coming in by this weekend. And I've got a number to call if you want to set up an appointment, but you do have to be a vet.
Beal's
But-
been doing them for the whole time. And
Okay.
But not,
they're still doing them.
not all the vets can get on Beal though. It just depends on that one.
If I was on the
anything
county,
else?
I was in the county call and yesterday and with the health guys, and
Had to share?
I think
All right.
53,000 vaccinations have occurred in Placer County.
More than that.
And there are,
That's completed, I think.
About 71% of the people over 70 have been vaccinated. And they're getting to the point now where they have enough supplies that there's actually appointments available pretty freely. So if you know anybody who hasn't got theirs, they're really in a good shape to get an appointment.
Did they say how soon they might lower the age?
They're working on it. He's already seen a draft on it, and he's hopeful that it might go down to 50. But there's nothing.
Oh, wow.
Sure. He also cautioned that we could go back to purple. He's not saying we will, but that is always a threat. Don't automatically think we're just going to keep going to orange. He didn't see orange in our very near future.
Was this Dr. Oldham?
No, it's two guys that work for him, Michael Romero and Raul, forgotten his last name. They're
So
with the.
it's 57,000 have actually had both doses, but 155,000 total with 98,000 first doses.
Yeah, those numbers are updated because this was as of Tuesday. He was reporting the numbers. So yeah, they're doing about 2,900 a day, I think, something like that.
Air Force and News Messenger.
Nice.
All right. I had heard a report yesterday, and I don't know the doctor's name, but with Hopkins, that's predicting we're at herd immunity. Thank you. By mid-April, which shocked me, but that's what he's predicting. I wish I could remember the name.
I'm wondering if maybe people can mute themselves because there's some echo
Yeah.
and feedback. So
Okay. Yeah, if everyone who's not talking would mute, that would help all of you. Yeah, there's a lot of background noise. So thank you for reminding me to do that. Appreciate it. All right. Why don't we touch on some committee reports? Hey, Richard, anything from World Services to report?
Negative. Nothing at
okay.
this time.
All right. Okay. Thank you. How about, I didn't see Kimberly on. Anyone from Community Services have an update for anything? Nope. Okay. Chris, youth?
Well, outside of Rotary, we had football last Friday and the JV and varsity beat Placer, which is always a good thing. Placer is one of our big rivalries, and baseball has been able to play, track, cross country. I think cross country is done. The inside sports are starting to start up, volleyball and basketball. Girls soccer was put on hold because there was someone tested positive, so that took care of the girls soccer program, which is unfortunate. And we have also, Tuesday night, we voted to approve teacher salaries, actually salaries across the board. So I'm very pleased with our district that we've been able to do that and that we have the money to do that. Other districts are at impasse or they haven't even started to negotiate yet. So Western Placer is doing very well. Good, and that's it.
Hey, Chris, we also looked at scholarships. You want to mention that?
Yeah, we have for community service. No, I haven't gotten community service yet. No, wait.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Community service, and some people have received that to go over those applications. We received quite a few. For the CTE, which is the Career Tech Scholarship, we only received 2. And the ones for Allen Bradford have been sent to the family so that they will select either 1 or 2 for the Allen Bradford Engineering or Construction Trades.
How many applications did the Bradford have?
I don't know because I don't receive those.
Oh, I see.
And then we received about, I want to say about between 15 and 20 for community service. It's been a very hard year. They had 500 kids actually fill out applications, but that's a lot of duplicates. So it's been low numbers, unfortunately.
I felt
But-
though that I evaluated the community service and I felt that there was a good representation of kids there for community service. So I was
Yeah.
pleased that we had some good applicants to choose from.
Yeah, and there were a couple of mechanical engineering types. I hope they applied for the Bradford.
Yeah, me
Well,
too.
that was up to them.
Yeah.
Chris,
Fire
the,
Okay. Yeah, thanks for
Claire?
that update.
I was supposed to have gotten those and mine came through blank. Every one of them was blank. So I'm gonna try and come over to your house and pick up the batch and
I
read
don't,
'em.
I don't have them. They're all electronic, Claire.
Oh,
So
is that
which
right?
one was it that you didn't receive?
All of them. I got the first page of one of them and then that was it.
Are you talking about the community service ones, Claire?
Yeah, yeah.
They were all, well, I'll try and resend it, but they were all right together. So I don't know how you got a
I know, well,
separate
no, it was
one
my
and
computer. I'm sure it
not
was
the
my
others.
computer. Vern's been working on the computers lately, so trying to fix some glitches and that was one of the glitches. So if you don't need me to do it, I mean, I'll try and get them again or come over to
Yeah,
somebody's
no,
house and
I
print them
don't
out or
have them.
something.
Like I said,
I can print
There's
them
way
out.
too
I
many
can
pages
print
to
them out
print
if you
out.
want, Claire and I can print them out and bring them over if you want.
Okay, I'll wait and see what happens with him today and then I'll yell if I need that.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
thanks.
see if Vern can just download them first and then print them. You
Yeah,
need
and
to
it won't come back. I mean, we've lost a whole bunch of things, period, like 3 pages out of something else and it's crazy, but he's working on them. So we're
Okay,
trying to get
well,
that straightened out.
I'll
Maybe
If I
resend
need
it.
it, I'll yell.
I'll
Okay.
resend it.
All
Don't,
right.
not yet. Don't send him yet.
Okay.
Cause I want him to see if he can fix this thing first. There's no sense in trying it again, but anyway.
All right. Hey, thanks, Chris, for that update. And it sounds like your computer technician is on the job there, Claire. All right. Oh, and one other thing. So, Chris, you may see Paul and Gail as you're heading down to Cabo next week.
I'm not going to Cabo.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to
Okay.
San Felipe. It's not as luxurious.
I thought you an undisclosed location. All right.
I like San Felipe. That's a cool little town.
All right. Well, have fun. Absolutely. Clark, anything on membership? Clark?
Mute. There we go. Sorry, I was muted.
Okay.
We're having a membership committee meeting at 4 o'clock today. Anybody else would like to come, let me know. I can send you the Zoom link, but all the committee members are invited and it'll be pretty quick and short, down and dirty, but we're going to be inducting Rich Lester next week. Christine, I'm going to send you some info because I thought I'd let you induct him. And so that's about it for membership.
Bob and
right.
Shelley, we would love for you guys to join us.
You're muted there, Shelley.
I'm considering it, but we'll see. Thank you very much.
Good.
All right. Okay, thanks, Clark. Appreciate that. Claire, how about social? You're muted, Claire. Did Claire hit leave? Oh,
No, she's still here, but she's still
she
muted.
is? Okay.
Yeah, she's still muted.
Maybe Clark can unmute her.
Might be part of the computer problem she was talking about.
Yeah. All right, why don't we go on to Karen and we'll come back to Claire if
I'll probably have an update on the auction next week, but I don't have anything to report this week.
okay. All right.
Just on Tour de Lincoln, this is for Bob Romney's benefit. We have had to postpone that until October 30th. It's a Saturday. And hope you'll be able to join us on that day, Bob.
So does Bob ride in it too?
I hope not.
Oh,
I'd like him as a volunteer.
oh, gotcha. All right.
Brian,
Claire,
Claire's online now.
I'm back now.
Okay. All
Um,
right, Claire.
I'm waiting until the 1st of April to see what comes down from the city and find out we can go inside someplace or outside. Just a show of hands. Do you care? Because by the end of April, the weather should be kind of nice to be outside early evening. Is that okay with everybody?
I'm
All
up
right.
for it.
Okay. I'll
What
have
are
a
you
report.
asking? Are you asking, is it okay to be outside?
Yeah, I mean, is everybody okay with an outside thing? Okay,
Yeah.
all right. That's it. Thank you.
Yeah, sounds good. Weather should be a little better and
Yeah.
and longer days. So yeah, sounds good. Maybe we should get a cornhole tournament going during the event. Any cornhole players out there?
Yep,
Okay. All right.
that's easy to play.
Yeah. Everyone can play cornhole. All right.
Not well.
John. Well, yeah, I don't play well either, but I have fun doing it. John, anything, want to give us an update on properties, please?
He's muted.
I said, here comes John.
Okay.
Gerald, did you want to add something?
Yeah, I'll go through it right quick because we've got some exciting news happening. After about 20 months of being involved with this, there's finally a hearing on April 16th. It'll go in front of the Placer County Superior Court, and that is the transfer of the Dart properties to the Rotary Club of Lincoln. And as we all remember, there's 6 residential units. I'll describe them as elderly. I can't say old, but they are. But then deferred maintenance and low rent, and a challenge for us to improve the conditions of that and make a contribution to our community out of that. There's 6 vacant lots involved. There's one ranch with a life estate on it, a 40-acre ranch, and there's had to be considerable negotiations to get that solved. We've been involved with the properties very closely ever since, I would say March or April of last year. So we know them quite well. But once we get this steady state, we should be able to put around $20,000 a year into the foundation, the Lincoln Rotary Club Foundation. So there's a challenge ahead, but good news that we've got a court date, and we do not know what'll happen on that court date. If the judge signs off on it, we can take title almost immediately. If he doesn't sign off, then we have to meet whatever requirements that the court will put on the trustee and us as the recipients of it. So again, exciting news. 20 years or 20 months getting there just seems like 20 years sometimes. So that's about it. Unless somebody had any questions.
Let me just.
Well, I think it's also important that we, at our board meeting yesterday, we elected RCL as our new treasurer, so she can deal directly with the bank.
Absolutely.
Almost today. Congratulations for
all right.
taking that on.
Yeah, she's not able to be with us today. She's actually getting her shot, so it's all good for her. So she'll be our treasurer.
She's a tremendous asset to this club and to the properties.
And thank you, Jerry, for serving as treasurer for the last 6
My pleasure.
years.
I do have something I'd like to add.
Yes.
On a week from Saturday, March 27th, there is going to be a walkthrough of the properties, hopefully with our new property manager, but certainly with our old property manager. And I think Brian and Christine, it would be great if both of you could participate in that, because it's going to. There are a lot of significant things that are happening on your watch.
You have more details?
That's at 10:30.
Yeah, 10:30.
27.
Okay.
Upland Kaufman parking lot.
At the where?
10:30.
Yeah, say that again. Where?
Carlin Kaufman Elementary School. It-
Okay.
It's near one of our property on 1131 East Avenue.
You
The
go.
27th at 10:30.
And that's where it is.
Okay, great. Yeah, I will be there.
Hey, quick question for Daryl. Is our attorney going to be attending the court date?
The trustee's attorney will be, I'm sure, it's all going to be virtual. So I can get that information out as soon as I have it to anybody that wants it. So it's a virtual hearing, I'm sure.
We're trying to go light on our own legal expenses.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
There doesn't
Thank-
seem to be a lot in dispute, so, you know, should be a fairly smooth hearing from what the papers I read.
Great.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, that'll be a nice to get that behind us. I know Daryl and Art and Jerry and everyone on that committee and on that board, I'm sure will be ready to celebrate once that's done. And maybe we can, at our social, we can even kind of celebrate that progress moving forward. So,
I'll
all
drink
right,
to
thanks
that.
for the.
I think one other thing.
My guess is you already have been, Daryl, because that's a long
We
time.
are looking for more club involvement in running this activity going forward. And there is what we call a disposition committee. And I know Clark and Brian, are you on that?
Yes, yeah.
And it's not disposition like disposing of, but figuring out what to do with these properties going forward.
Yeah. Yeah. So currently we have Joanne, Shanti, myself, Clark, Jerry. Boy, I think Christine's on there. And I think I'm forgetting one other person because I remember 7 people being on it. So yes.
I think it's Benio, Dave Benio.
Yes, you're right. That's Dave. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Don't tell him I forgot him.
Speaking of Dave, we're doing a review of the insurance to make sure that that's at the right level as we acquire these properties. So that's also in process. The rents are current, except for we have one that's good at kind of giving us bad checks. And so that we hope will be resolved going forward, but that's the only property that has a.
Their county has got a new program for rent relief that's very simple for any renter to apply and get paid for they'll actually pay directly to the landlord. So maybe we need to give that renter that information.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you get that to me and I'll get it?
Yeah, I can, John. I can get that information.
Oh, great.
They
Okay.
were, kind of waiting for their COVID check to pay the rent. That I think covers it.
All right. Thank you very much, John, for that update, and to Daryl as well. Appreciate that.
One last thing. We've had a lot of conversation about the mowing of the vacant lots. And we were going to use members of the club, and we talked about possibly the Mormon church members, and that didn't work out. And so we're using the handyman. That he'll probably going to finish the job either this week or next week. So we're close to the end of that.
Okay. All right.
Very nominal cost.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks again, John. Appreciate it. All right. Let's see. Yes, and just so everyone knows, I was asked to have John give us updates weekly at our meetings, just given how closely we're tied with those properties. So we'll have him in the committee reports moving forward.
And I think particularly as we approach that 16th date in April with the hearing.
Yeah. Yeah. Very exciting time for us.
Right.
All right. So since we last met, we got a nice thank you that I wanted to note on for everyone. We got from the Haiti group that World Services had sent a donation to. We sent them $1,500, and they sent a nice thank you back to Richard on behalf of their group, thanking us for the contribution to that entity. Richard, do you have any more comments on that?
Nope, everything was fine.
Okay, all right. So with that, anyone have anything else before we move on to our speaker today? Nope. All right, Chris.
Brian, just
yeah.
a reminder that while our speaker's speaking, would everybody please mute themselves? If you have a question, you can unmute yourself to ask the question, but it's really helpful if everyone mutes.
Perfect. Yes, thank you. Chris, can you introduce the speaker for us today?
Right. Serena, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I would like to introduce Chef Serena Olson. She's a certified personal chef. She started her culinary comfort business 8 years ago and is passionate about making people happy with food. She is also a vendor with 2 charter schools and has been teaching kids cooking classes for the last 4 years and has adapted to teaching virtually in the last year. Along with being a local business owner, Serena was born and raised in Northern California, is an active Lincoln Chamber ambassador, a Lincoln Women's Club member, a Leadership Lincoln 2019-20 graduate, and a Lincoln firefighter's wife. And quoted from her, "My husband and I are both very invested in our community and are proud residents of Lincoln." And here is Serena Olson.
All right, thank you so much, Chris. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
And welcome to my kitchen, everyone. Thank you so much. My camera's up there and the screen's down there. So if you see me glancing down, that's because then I can see y'all. It's kind of, just doing a Zoom presentation. This is the first one I've done. I've taught classes on Zoom. I've done meetings on Zoom, but to do a presentation on Zoom is a little nerve-wracking. So it's good to see some familiar faces. But live is just so much better to be able to hear you pretending to laugh at my jokes and nodding your head, and getting the feedback is just so much better. But I'll do my best and try and look in the camera, and hopefully we'll have time. I can show you a little demo. And so I'll tell you a little bit about myself other than what Chris had shared. Yes, born and raised in California. I'm Portuguese and German. My German mother died when I was 10, and so I was raised with the Portuguese side of my family. And we did all the Portuguese things, the festas. I marched in the parades. Believe it or not, I was a little princess, and learned how to make food out of necessity, really, at a young age, because it was just me and my dad and my little brother. And so we, just kind of got thrown into it. And then also watching my aunties and uncles just cook big amounts of food, not just at the festas, but at home too, and just learned by watching and doing. And so, growing up, I didn't have YouTube and all those cool things that kids have now to watch. I watched Channel 6, and Nyan Can Cook was one of my favorites, and Jacques Pepin and Julia Child. And yes, I'm that old. It was before Food Network, because Food Network didn't come out until 1993, and I had already graduated high school. So didn't even have Food Network, but I always just loved cooking. And then, after I graduated high school, again, it was just cooking out of necessity, just being thrown into it, having to survive, right? And then as I got older, I realized that I like to entertain and have fun with food and make people happy with food. And I loved everything from planning the menu to cooking and experimenting and displaying the food and the presentation, and then the eating part. So I went to CR College, and I tried some different things in school. I tried all kinds of things, you guys. I did veterinary careers. I did construction technology because I thought I wanted to be an architect. I tried all kinds of things. And so I decided to go on to University of Phoenix and get my bachelor's degree in business, because I knew I wanted to have my own business, whatever it was going to be. By that time, I thought, you know, I want to have my own business. And after I got my degree and knowing that I love cooking so much and entertaining, what I realized was I'm in the kitchen the whole time. Everybody is out there watching the game or playing cards or, you know, out in the yard doing, you know, whatever. And I'm here in the kitchen the whole time, which, you know, one part I like it, but another part of me wants to interact with my family and guests. And so I came up with the idea of coming into people's homes and doing the cooking for them so that they could sit down with their guests. And that's kind of how Culinary Comfort came to fruition, and it evolved into personal chef services. I am a certified personal chef. I got a patch to prove it. And and then just experience over time and my passion for food and being self-taught has it's just all come together. And so I did some personal chef services for a while. You know, for me, it was fine. And I'll be honest with you, because I know, you know, a lot of your business people too, it wasn't a moneymaker. Doing the intimate dinner parties in people's homes, it was a lot of fun. I love interacting with my guests, and that seems to have been pretty consistent over the 8 years. And I really love doing it. And then a few years ago, I was looking back at some records, and I think it was over 4 years now, a parent approached me and asked if I teach kids cooking classes. And I said, well, no, but I could. So why not, right? And that's how that got started. She was a parent, her child went to Visions charter school. And so I became a vendor with Visions in education. And that's where that journey started. And that has blown up. And I'm so busy cooking for kids or with kids that I'm thinking of rebranding next year and becoming Culinary Comfort Kids, because it really does take up so much of my time. And yeah, and it's a passion of mine. I love doing it. And then, you know, I was traveling to kids' homes and teaching them one-on-one. And then when COVID hit a year ago, I just jumped right into teaching virtual. I mean, I didn't know what else to do. Other people were doing it, so I just jumped right in and kind of learned as I went along. And the parents were all great because they're all learning too at the same time. So we're all just learning together. And I'm very transparent with my students when there's something new that I want to cook. And I've had a student for several sessions. And I just tell them, say, you know what, I've never done it this way before. Let's give it a try together. And so I learn a lot too by teaching, and it's been just a wonderful experience. And I think that even when things get back to normal, I think that virtual classes are going to continue to go on, especially in this industry and maybe a lot of others too. And yeah, so that's how I ended up here, and I love it. So I get to cook in the comfort of my own kitchen with kids, and that's been a lot of fun. I'm starting to get some that I'm teaching in person. I'm a vendor with Inspire Charter School and Horizons here in Lincoln now, and Inspire's starting to let kids, you know, take in-person classes depending on what it is. We're cooking outside. I've had that experience lately on a farm, an outdoor kitchen. It's not as glamorous as it sounds, but it's been an experience, and it's for the kids, you know, and it was a little rough. We had no hot water, and we made it work, and it's all about them. At the end of the day, they were so excited to just have made whatever we made that day. And that's what it's all about for me. And again, thank you, Chris, for inviting me. And it's so good to see some familiar faces. If I have time, I'd like to do a little demo, if that's okay. What kind of time do we have? We got about 10, 15 minutes or so?
Yes.
Okay. So what I thought I would do is show you how to turn an ordinary plate of spaghetti into this. Ta-da! Some of you may know how to do it. Again, I'm used to teaching kids, so if I talk like I'm talking to kids, sorry about that, guys. It's not nothing personal. No insult to your intelligence. I'm going to angle my camera down. So this is what I would do for my classes. Just angle it down there so you can see everything. So we have our pot of spaghetti, and I just used Barilla pasta and Rayo's pasta sauce. You can use semi-homemade sauce. You can make your Sunday sauce, all day Sunday sauce. But I know a lot of people are busy. And if you want to have something, turn something like this into something a little more fancy, then why not? Even if it's just a dinner for two or dinner for kids. Now, I had to practice this a couple times. It's been a while since I did it. So you're going to kind of go along with me. But anyway, you want a meat fork like this. This is not what I eat with, but you want a meat fork and you want a big serving spoon to start. And then you have your kind of flat pile of spaghetti. If it's too deep, you're going to get this giant spaghetti crawling up your fork. And then I just kind of get a good, I don't know, I get it, kind of swirl it around a little bit like that to get a good grip on some spaghetti. And then just start twirling. You can kind of see it start to go up the fork. If you guys can see that. Can you guys see that okay? Yeah, some nods of heads.
Yes, we can see it.
Maybe? Okay. And then once you get a pretty good mound on there, scoop your spoon underneath and then just finish twirling. And some of it should fall off or not. Just keep twirling till it is all twisted in. Oh, there we go. We got a good one. And then set it in the middle of your plate. I'm just going to use my fingers since it's my own spaghetti. And let's hope it stays. Ta-da! Before it falls, I'll sprinkle some basil on it. And some Parmesan. But even if it falls, it still looks kind of pretty, right?
Yeah.
But there's another way that you can do this too. So you don't have to stack it. You take that same twirl of pasta. See if I can do it again for you. And that's a little much. And that happens. It doesn't happen perfect every time like TV, right? You've got the same idea here. And this one might not be big enough, so let's see. And then you lay it. And of course, if I was presenting this, I would wipe off my plate with a napkin. And I like to reserve a little extra sauce. More cheese. A little basil. And there you go. Looks a little better than just piling it on the plate, right? So we got this, and we got this one. There we go. And you can do that with zoodles too. I know, you know, this, a lot of people are going low carb. You can try it with zoodles too. Zoodles get really, really long though. So I almost have to cut them with scissors. I mean, these things get really long. So you want to practice with that. On that note, does anybody have any questions or want me to show you anything like chiffonading basil?
Serena, when you work with the kids, do you teach them how to do the noodles and the sauce? I know you got it out of a bottle, but or a jar, but do you teach them how to cook the noodles and how to test whether they're done or not? Al dente.
I do. And so some of my younger students will make spaghetti and meatballs and we'll use box pasta, but with some of my older students, we'll do pasta by hand too. I have a pasta maker, but I also teach them how to make it if you don't have a pasta maker and how to cut it. And make a semi-homemade sauce from canned tomatoes and adding your own seasonings and things like that. Yeah, thanks.
Cool. Something they'll need in college.
Yeah, some basics, and then sometimes we
Yeah,
try and get a little fancy. It's fun for them.
Well, thank you, because I know,
Serena,
oh, go ahead, Claire.
Serena, what's the age limits in the class?
I've taught anywhere from 5 to 18.
Okay.
So
All
do you
grades.
tell them ahead of time what the ingredients are and what they should have on hand?
Yeah, so I can tell you what that looks like. So a parent will talk to me about scheduling. They'll send in a voucher through the school to request a 4-week session. And in that 4-week session, there's 4 classes. They're anywhere from 1.5 hours to 2 hours long. And with the 4 sessions, we have breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert. And then, so depending on their age and skill level, I'll send them a couple different recipes to choose from. And whichever one they choose, based on that, I send them their ingredients and the recipe that they'll need. And so they buy the ingredients ahead of time. And then, so virtually I would buy the ingredient, or I would also buy the ingredients for virtual classes as well. And we'll cook together. If it's in person, it's pretty much the same, except I don't buy the ingredients, the parents do. Does that answer your question?
What's the most popular recipe that you see that most kids like the most? Is there something?
Wow, the most popular for the kids?
Yes.
For the kids, oh gosh, it varies so much. I actually made up a recipe. It's this crunchy stuffed French toast rolls, and the young kids really love that. We smash the bread and then we spread cream cheese that we had mixed with their favorite jelly, and then we roll it, and then we batter it, and then we roll it in cornflakes, and then we put it in the pan just like you would French toast. So yeah, we dip it in eggs and roll it, and yeah, so the kids love that one because they get to do a lot of stuff, not just make French toast. Baking is always popular. Yeah, anything that has to do with baking. Yeah.
Classes to children other than through the Inspire school?
I do. I teach private lessons as well, and I've done that for all ages. Right now, I had a request just yesterday for a dad that wants to get some sessions for his son who wants to learn how to cook, but the dad wants to learn right along with him. So I'll be teaching the son and dad at the same time. And I've taught a couple cousins and siblings. So I don't do large kids group classes. I've done kids cooking parties for maybe a handful of kids. And I also have done cooking camp for the City of Lincoln Recs Department. And that was an adventure. So I like teaching one-on-one, or, maybe just a handful is good for me.
I met Serena a couple of weeks ago. She was participating as an executive chef at Barbecue Academy out by Highland, Loomis Ace Hardware.
Yeah.
And yep. So she's a dynamite chef, and the stuff that she was making was really super. So, Serena, you're going to be participating again in the next one that's coming up. I know it's coming up, in April, something like that?
I'm not sure yet. Bo is still getting that together. And so, yeah, there'll be more information out about that. And I just want to shout out to Bob Romness. He was one of the first people I met when I started my business. And I joined the Lincoln Chamber then. And he was just such a great CEO and introduced me to people and gave me pointers on what I should do and come to different breakfasts and bring treats. And he just had all these great ideas. So Bob, thank you for your support. I always appreciate you.
Well,
I have a quick question about, it's actually a cooking question. You mentioned zoodles, Serena. How do you keep them from being watery?
Oh, well.
How do you dry? I've tried a million ways and they still are watery.
So zoodles have so much water or zucchini has so much water in them anyway. So what I did when I spiralized them into this bowl, and then all I did was get a wet paper towel and cover it and microwave it for 1.5 minutes.
Microwave.
And that's it. So you can see they're still crunchy. I can get my fingernail through it. Because I had to experiment a little bit too. But that seemed to be the best method. The other way is if I have a pot of sauce, like a red sauce or something, I don't even cook the zoodles. I just put them in the hot sauce. And they soften up just enough. They still have a little bit of a crunch. So yeah, good question. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I saw
There's a question.
there's actually, oh, go ahead, Chris.
It's just, are you approved as a vendor for the Horizon Charter Schools?
Yes, I'm a vendor for Horizons and Inspire. It took a while because you need to have a parent referral to get into the charter schools, most of them. And it took me a while, just the whole process. I knew a couple parents, but you know, parents are busy, and so, but I finally did, and so far so good.
How do we get a hold of you?
Yeah.
You can get a hold of me. My website is Culinary Comfort for You, all one word, culinarycomfortforyou.com. I'm also on Facebook as Culinary Comfort. I'm on Instagram at Serena_culinary. And my phone number is on the website. I have a, contact me page. So if you want to go to that page and ask me any questions, I'll link you directly to my email. I can give you my What's that?
We can look you up on the chamber directory in Lincoln.
Of course, yep, chamber directory. For sure. Like I said, the website will take you to my email as well. So if you want to email directly, be happy to answer any other questions.
And do you do like catering? Do you do like catering for other people? You know, if somebody wants something done for a party or something, do you do that sort of thing also?
So yeah, that's a good question too, because in the beginning, I sort of misbranded myself and I took on some jobs like that. I don't do large catering events. I do intimate dinner parties. So if you do get a chance to go to my website, you'll see that I do like 4-course meals for sit down dinners, and yeah.
So that's why one of the reasons why Shelley is here, because Shelley, my friend, actually bought me an intimate dinner party for you. So you're actually going to come and cook dinner for us sometime.
That's right.
I'm looking
that's
forward
right.
to that. Yeah.
Good to see your faces. I knew I'd met you, but I was putting.
Yeah, I've met you a few times at chamber breakfast.
Yeah. So that's a perfect example. We do a custom menu, which I love doing that. I'll give my clients ideas, but I'll send you ideas and then we create a custom menu. I do all the shopping. I come and do all the prep work, cleaning, presentation, serving, all of that. And so
ironing, wash windows, all that stuff.
No. That's where I draw the line. But that's a lot extra.
Yeah, just kidding. So you'd work out the menu together. You kind of give some suggestions. Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah, I'll send suggestions, and
Been
so
waiting
for me,
for-
that's a lot of fun.
We just been waiting for COVID to get over so we can.
I know. Well, I'll still be here.
Okay.
We did a tapas party for 16 people, and she came and did 7 or 8 different appetizers, I think, and everyone was better than the one before. They were fantastic, and the good part about it too is she's so personable. I'm telling these people who don't know her really well that she mingles with the crowd too, but not she's careful how she does it. And I mean, she's just great. It was a super experience. I would recommend her for anything like that. She's really good, and everything was delicious and that spotless. I mean, she came in with her stuff and she walked out and you never knew she was there. I mean, it was just great. So
thank you, Claire.
Yeah, so it was a good experience. We're looking to try it again once we can do stuff like that.
I know. I'm gonna get flooded with calls probably. We hope.
Well, thank you very much, Serena, for being here. And the timing for me is perfect. I'm responsible for dinner tonight, and I was going to make spaghetti. So rather than doing what I normally do, just plopping it on the plate, I'm going to try and do a little nicer presentation. So thank you.
Yeah, give it a whirl.
That'll be fun.
Literally.
Good luck, Brian, with that.
Was the pun intended there?
Yeah.
Take a picture and let us see it.
I was gonna say,
Okay.
we want pictures, Brian.
All
There
right.
you go.
Maybe that's a brag next week.
Yeah. All right. Any other questions for Serena before we wrap things up here? Well, I want to thank Serena again for being here and taking the time to go through all that with us. And hopefully a number of us here will be in touch with you to see what we can do. I know me personally, I'm going to be in touch because I'm very interested in doing something like this. I've never done it before. So thank you very much for being here.
Good job.
Thanks, Serena.
Yes, very nice
Thank you,
job.
and thank you, Chris, for inviting me.
Thanks, Serena.
Thank you.
All right. Anything else before we wrap up? Nope. Okay. Well, everyone have a great week, and then we will see you all next Thursday.
I think Bill has something.
Oh,
I just have a reminder from the city council that we're conducting a survey about what type of redistricting commission we're going to have, either an independent or a semi-independent commission. It's on the city website. It's pretty self-explanatory. It tells you what the both sides are. We're just looking for, some participation to let us know exactly what the residents want. So if you are a resident of Lincoln, please respond.
What's the closing date on that, Bill? I know it's only
I'm
a
not really
week.
sure. Well, we're
one
not
week.
going to have, we're not going to make a decision this on Tuesday. We're waiting until the 9th. Excuse me, not the 9th. I'm sorry. The 6th, April 6th. So we're probably, the close will be the week before. So you still have plenty of time.
Well, I thought they were only allowing a 1 week turnaround on it.
No. Well, it was supposed to be on Tuesday, the 23rd. I would definitely. It's still there right now, so I would definitely get on it as soon as possible.
Okay.
Let us know how you feel.
It's important.
So do you get that on the city website or where?
It's right on the front page of the city website. It's like the second item down after Chief Lee's retirement, or third one down, and it just asks you what kind of committee do you want? What kind of commission do you want? An independent or a semi-independent?
all right. Thank you for that, Bill.
Sure.
Okay. Anything else? Nope. All right. See you all next week. Have a great week. Take care.
Good
Bye-bye.
meeting.
Bye.
See y'all.